Today is January 29th, 2014. What I have learned in the year 2013 is there are many people out there who reflect myself. I have met many different walks of life. I have learned from these walks of life. I have gotten into deep conversations with people. I have done some self-exploration. I have attuned myself with nature and made myself more self-aware in this existence. I do still love animals. I see myself as doing something perhaps with animals. That is something I've always had an interest in and a love for. I do care about people tremendously. I try to help as many people as I can, although it is difficult this day and age because some people do take advantage of people's niceness, or whatever you want to call it, humanitarianism. I do see that there are many people who feel the same way as I do at this juncture. So many people out there are very lost, very confused, very scared, very fearful of what's been happening in society, in the news, in the world, and what's ultimately going to be their demise. This country is headed in a direction that doesn't seem to be very positive. However, I have made peace with whatever is going to come my way. I have already gone through horrible losses last year, and it helped me realize that you can't attach yourself to anything anymore. You can appreciate people for who they are. You can appreciate someone's company. You can appreciate the love that someone may have for another. But ultimately, being in this existence alone and not attached to anyone is where I see myself in the long run. I find that people have a hard time with this decision that I've made. It is something that is necessary for me. I don't want to deal with jealousy of other people. I don't want to deal with all of the mundane things and attachments that people have for each other. Ultimately you're going to go alone, so that's where I choose to stay. If something happens or changes in my life, then that's what happens. People are too superficial. At least some of the people I've met are very superficial. They have a hard time getting out of the visual stimulation and the visual senses. They have a hard time understanding what comes out of my mouth, which is why I don't really go out anymore. If I do, it's going to be at my own fruition and things like that. I don't make it a point to go and party and be a moron, but I do make it a point to enjoy music and enjoy someone else's appreciation for an expression of the self. I do really find myself getting in contact with many creative minds, which is where I've always been. I've always been in the creative aspect of things, and that's still where I am. I don't see myself getting into any social construct of any kind, whatever society expects me to do, which would be, to get married and have kids and do all that stuff and basically die on the inside, because most people who do have kids, it is, well, the unselfish people anyway, their life becomes about their kids. And my life is to help as many people as I can. What I will leave behind in this world will be my art, and that is what I'm choosing to engage myself in and explore and put my efforts into. I've tried to help people this past year. Some have benefited from it. Others still continue to stay in their selfish ways. And in the end, karma comes back. And in the end, karma will be their undoing. So it is what it is. But that is all for now. Namaste.